Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my first ever bullet journal video. So I decided to start an actual bullet journal this year, since I will be entering uni this year and will hopefully have more time to design spreads. This bullet journal is actually from AliExpress. I wanted to try it out since it was pretty cheap online, like about $20 or something, and so far it's been pretty great. I think it's a similar design to the Archer and Olive ones. I'd say this one is a pretty good dupe. Anyways, I'll leave links to all the products I use in this video in the description down below. So I'm not going to be using the first page of the journal yet. I'm hoping to save it for an index or key once the school year has already started. Firstly, I of course need to do the 2020 cover page. I definitely took inspiration from Amanda Rachel with the big block numbers laid out at the bottom. However, I didn't include, I think she had like separate goals over every letter. I didn't want to include that since I'm going to have a goals page later on. I also didn't know what to do for the cover page when I was thinking about how to start my bullet journal, and I thought hers looked really good and the simplest design and the easiest for me to create as well. So yeah. So for most of these spreads, I've already sketched them out using pencil. I'm not the best at drawing on the spot or drawing at all. Also, I wasn't sure if I was going to do like voiceovers over these videos or just add texts or subtitles to them. So I think I'm just going to experiment with both ways over the course of 2020. Now it's time for some calligraphy. I got these brush pens from AliExpress as well. I'll leave a link to them below and I highly recommend them, especially if you're starting out and don't want to spend a lot of money on brush pens. I'm also terrible at calligraphy, so please bear with me. So I chose this quote because, like I said, I am starting uni this year, and with that comes a bunch of new experiences, so I thought this was very fitting for 2020, as well as this being the start to a new decade. Since the journal is pink, I actually decided to go for a pink accent sort of theme for the beginning setup. I change my mind constantly, so I thought having just a plain and simple theme for the start of the year just adding some pinks in it would be perfect for the start of the year. So the next spread is a feature log. This is also inspired by Amanda Rachel. I thought this was better for me to see all the upcoming events that I would have in the year, as opposed to like only monthly overviews. And I also have a smaller separate monthly diary that I keep all my dates and things for on the go, so like instead of lugging around this bullet journal, I am going to take the little diary around and just jot in little things that I need to remember and then add it to my bullet journal later. So the next spread is my beginning versus end of 2020 spread. I did this last year, so 2019, in my casual bullet journal that I started scrapbooking in a little bit. I thought it was interesting to see like my life at the start of the year compared to at the end of the year. Yeah, it's always great to reflect on your year, just in key like moments, I guess. So here I'm using the Crayola Super Tips, I think they're called. They're really great for beginners starting out with calligraphy because they have a really sharp point, but then you can also lay them on the side for like a fatter stroke. And they come in a range of colours as well. So if you're looking for colourful and cheap brush pens or calligraphy pens, then I'd highly recommend them. Not so much brush pens though, because then they don't have like the brush tip. Next is my goals and manifestation spread. I like to make a few goals at the beginning of every year to work towards, as well as look back on at the end of the year. I think that's always fun. However, usually I write out the goal and not find a way to achieve it. So this year I decided to do something different and split my goals into 3 categories and then write out a way to achieve each goal. This way I could probably be more productive and actually achieve most of my goals, hopefully. And the manifestation page is similar to the goals page. However, it's a spread where I can just write all my dreams and aspirations for the year in affirmative sentences, which will hopefully encourage like my subconscious to achieve them. It worked for me this year, so I thought that it was a fun spread to do, and I can always add to it as the year goes on. Next is the monthly gratitude spread. Here I'm intending to write a few dot points about what I was grateful for each month. I accidentally ruled too many boxes, so I ended up adding an overview title for the end of 2020. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but hopefully it will become useful soon. But yeah, I think it's always important to acknowledge things that you were grateful for, even the little things. So the next spread, which is actually my favourite spread because it's a little bit more colourful and I got to draw a little bit more. It's the books I've read page. I always do one every year, even though most of the time I don't even fill them up because I anticipate reading a lot and then I somehow get too busy and forget to read. But this year I'm definitely going to try and fill it up since I should have a little bit more time. So for now I've just drawn up blank books on this bookshelf. I'm going to try and fill it up. I haven't really counted how many books, like blank books that I've drawn. So I'm just going to try and fill up the ones that I have there. If I read more, then I will draw more in. If I read less, which hopefully is not the case, I'll just colour it in at the end of the year so that the whole spread is nice and pretty. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into reading this year. And my last spread for this video is my 2020 bucket list spread. I kind of did one a few years ago, I think. It was for summer. Didn't really fill a lot of them out, but it's always fun to have a bucket list. So I'm doing one for the entire year and hopefully I actually get a couple things ticked off. I decided to rip a piece of paper out to stick in because I thought it would give a nice effect, like I ripped the page out of a book or something. And this here is glue tape, and if you don't know what glue tape is, please Google it. I will link this one in the description below, but this is literally like my savior. Like, I've seen heaps of people use it online, so you probably do know what it is, but I found it only this year and it's really been amazing. And that was my 2020 setup. I think this year I'm gonna make more of these types of videos, as well as the occasional vlogs and like lifestyle fun videos, but I'm not really sure yet where I want to take my channel. I know it's really small and I'm planning to grow my channel this year, so please subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below what sort of videos you'd like to see. Also let me know if you are starting a bullet journal this year, or if you have done bullet journaling in the past, how many years have you done it for? I'd love to know. So here's one last overview of my bullet journal, and I added some things to it that I didn't film. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.